Welcome to Highline here in beautiful downtown National Landing, which I call Crystal City still because that's what it has been my entire life. We're just south of DC, we've got the Pentagon not too far away, and it's always been sort of an active place, very office filled, now more residential moving in. The offices are still kind of empty post-pandemic. Highline is a beautiful spot. We have a really good crowd of regulars who come in, and I think it's one of the most beautiful places we built. I think you'll enjoy it, and really as the sign says, we're open, come on in. Here we are in Highline. We've been here for over 10 years as Highline. I came in because a friend of mine was involved with Vornado and asked us if we wanted to open a bar. They liked what we'd done in DC. And my partner, Peter Bain, and I said, you know, we've done some kind of cool places. Maybe we can make this thing work. Part of the appeal was that they were going to put this nano wall window in here, which opens up completely. And that makes this room incredible on a beautiful spring day. So we built this big, giant steel wall with glass. And so we have a private area with its own bar, which is really popular. We do a lot of parties. Beer garden tables that we built are solid. Unlike almost all of our other bars, which are weekend places, this is not a weekend place. We have almost no business on Saturday, and Sundays, you know, we're open. We do like maybe $500, maybe $1,000. So there are some people living here, and we have pilots and crew from the airports, but it's not like a density place. And anybody, honestly, who lives here is gonna go to DC. For a minute when we came in here, this started to get going, and then it just dropped off again. Then Amazon came, and it's been a construction project for the last 5 years. Our manager, Bob, says that we've started to feel a little bit of a swell, and that weekends are starting to grow, and they just built a giant apartment building across the way. The bar itself is pretty cozy. This is sort of a galvanized bar, and this has worked really well. Behind the bar, we've got a huge selection of beer. One of the sort of learning curves, or learning curbs, I like to call them, because it's like running under the curb, was having these tall beer lines that come down, and it was just expensive to put in. It looks great. Question is it worth it visually to spend all the money to have your beer lines going up and then coming down? And I mean, over time, I guess it is worth it. At the time when we didn't have a ton of money, it was kind of crazy. So, you know, as I think about it, if we're opening a bar on a budget, it's always like try to get it to come straight out of the walk-in if you can. In this case, the walk-ins were already here and they're over there. So we had to pipe the lines in here. But the shorter the beer line, the closer you are, the colder the beer, the easier to clean. So some of the cool details of this space, this old tin siding, and I've seen this in kind of 1930s and 40s houses around here. And it just had patina from the start, so that was an easy one. And then we've got these factory die parts that go so well with the steel windows and the glass. And it just all combines with this modern window to create a room that feels great. So the mural behind the bar was painted by Kelly Towles, who's a fantastic muralist. Anytime we can get him to come in and sort of lay down the base of the vibe in our bars, it's great. He complements Billy's work beautifully, and it's always great to support a local artist. The main room, when we opened, we did some live music, we've done karaoke, we've done all kinds of different things to try to build the crowd. It's just some varying degrees of success, and you know, you just have to keep trying. But really, the feeling as you come up the stairs is that you're in an old subway, you know, in New York somewhere, and it's kind of funky, and you get up here and the discovery is up the stairs, and you come around the corner and wow, this is cool. And we see that in people's faces, and to me that's part of the success of the design. This one again was designed, Peter and I had a lot of ideas and a lot of thoughts about how to put it together, and then our crew, you know, came in and just kept adding, you know, little details that made so much difference. Jimmy Fowler, Chris Beebell, the Edgars, the whole crew, they show up and they give us insights that we never thought of. So it's designed by committee in a way, but you know, we've got the rudder and we try to keep the ship moving in, you know, some sort of direction where it's gonna get to the finish line in one piece. The question is, what's going on here in Crystal City? National Landing. What's going on here in National Landing? And I laugh because I will never remember that. And the answer is not much. And so we constantly have to claw and scrap to get people to come here. And that's a shame because this is a great bar. There's free parking after 4 o'clock. It's close to the city, it's close to other parts of Virginia that are dense, but of course with that density comes competition in more places that are closer to those new buildings. So we'll see. Hopefully we're here for a long time. I think we have a good relationship with our landlord, and we do our very best to be a great tenant. We try to be here for the people who live here and work here, and hopefully these offices will fill back up soon and this place will thrive. So you've seen it. It's a beautiful bar, and I'm really proud of the build. This one has been a sort of a steady struggle to find its identity within a place that doesn't have a ton of individual identity itself. And so the battle is to just keep being home for the people who are here and to count on the growth of this part of the town. As we're so close to DC, it has to keep growing. They've got the buildings, they've got Amazon. I mean, how can you not win with Amazon as your neighbors? Come see us, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. The staff is fantastic, the food is great, and the beer is always cold. Thanks for being here.